All right, Simon, what do you think of the little drone? Let's see. Little drone, Simon. Uh-oh. All right, guys, take two. So I just did this entire video and I thought it went really smoothly. And of course, my iPhone was not recording and I thought it was. And that kind of stinks, but we're going to try and do this a little bit better. But this video is going to be about flying this little drone. I'll put a link in the description below. It's off of Amazon. It's around $30, if even that. I think it's under $30. I think everyone who flies drones should have this thing just for fun, but actually as a little practice tool too. Because guess what? If you go into Atti mode on your drone, most people panic and they just basically crash, or they don't know how to actually balance and counter it. So if most people go into Atti mode with their Mavic 3 or their bigger drones, I would say unless you're flying FPV or really an experienced drone pilot, you crash or you panic and you just kind of are crap out of luck. So it's kind of like being on ice skates and the thing just starts drifting all over the place and it's not locking in the GPS and just standing there nicely like a good little drone. But this guy is super cool. It's really just a bunch of little props, very forgiving, crashes easily, and you can fly it in the comfort of your own home. And it comes with this little remote, actually stores the drone in this little compartment. So super tiny, literally, that's the drone, boom, smaller than the palm of my hand. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the little power button right here. Power's on this little remote, and I don't know a ton about it because I only fly it just kind of for fun, and I make do with what I know how to do with this guy. So I haven't read the instructions fully, but it's not that complex. All you have to do is power on the drone, and you'll see the front will have this little LED. So that's a good way of knowing where your direction is on this guy. Front is the light. So all we have to do is push down on the left stick, push up, I think down again, and up. Something like that. That's the sequence that just works. So down, up, and then we take off. And if you see, right now, this drone, if I'm off the sticks, is wanting to just go right into the wall. And if we're in the city and we're losing GPS or having a bad connection to a remote, guess what? If this thing starts going in one direction, most people will panic and not know what to do, and it will crash. And this will basically prevent us from panicking and resigning and not knowing what to do if our real drones that cost $2,000, $3,000 or whatever it may be. So a great tool just to practice with in the comfort of your own house. And the thing is, it's super fun. So you can go and cruise. I don't know if you can see it right now. But if I'm going right, like right now it's drifting to the right, I gotta go and counter and get left on my right stick and basically push it in the other direction. So here we go. Boom, it's wanting to go to the right. But if we can just get this thing, since we know it's wanting to go and pull to the right, if we can get it to hover, say for example, we're gonna be kind of familiar with what our hands are gonna have to do in order to make that a reality. So do. And if we go backwards, then we're gonna have to counter everything. So we're gonna have to know really quickly which way is which in both directions. So that's a good practice to kind of get used to flying backwards and forwards and knowing that we're gonna reverse our stick movements, and that's all part of muscle memory. So this thing is just super fun. It can do flips, it can crash well. Let's try to go ahead and catch this thing. I'll hand land it. Right on. So see, I mean, it's all practice. This is kind of like doing your drone push-ups for flying. Every time you fly a drone, especially one that's kind of challenging like this with no GPS or anything and it's super basic, you don't need to spend a bunch of money on an FPV and wear goggles and have that whole disconnect for people that aren't into FPV. This thing literally boom, boom, take off. And you see that it takes me having to fly the drone to not crash the drone. I can crash it for sure, but hello, little guy. Should I see if I can land on my head? No. But anyway, this is a real tool to know what to do when your drone goes into Atti mode. It's also a lot of fun, but it is, for under $30, a great practice tool to fly with. So again, link will be in the description below. A quick little video on this guy, super simple. Literally comes with 3 batteries. You charge them in the back of your computer or wherever. Lasts enough to have a lot of fun. Do one session a few times a week or whatever it may be. And it's cool. And kids will love it. Cats not so much. But I don't know how to do a flip. Let me see if I can do a flip. I think this is the way to do a flip. Maybe not. Dang it, I forgot how to do a flip. But you constantly have to be on the sticks. It's like FPV when you're in manual mode. You can't just relax, otherwise it's gonna crash. Like it just did into a wall, but it kind of bounced back. So if you like these kinds of videos, this is just a little tip on learning how to fly a little bit more confidently for under $30, and it's a lot of fun. So if you are ever in an issue where your drone goes into Atti mode, maybe you won't lose your drone. Maybe you'll go, oh, okay, this is no big deal. I'll just go ahead and get it back to me and land. So with that being said, woohoo! Subscribe, thumbs up, comment. Have a good day. Bye.